Now let's take the lessons we learnt from the last horrible Sweden run and apply them to a new attempt. Perhaps this time we will not be forced to take 300 more loans than expected. Perhaps we will not mess up the alliance with Muscovy. Perhaps we will not fall into coalition hell, and perhaps we will successfully be able to vassalize Norway. All of these things might just happen, but I'm going to try and enact my grand plans for Sweden. So, what was the last one called? Sweden is not overzealous. Well, let's try Sweden is not overburdened. I'm really excited about Art of War. I don't know how I can bring myself to play this garbage. So, we are Sweden. Let's try and preserve this one Shamanist province as best we can. Unfortunately, even if we send our missionary to it, it still says as peasant revolts. Which is going to open up a whole new problem, because if I take religious as an idea, there is a chance, however slim, that this will convert thanks to that event, and I can't have that happen. So I may have to put off taking religious ideas, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. Let's assemble our troops in Stockholm. Let's not scuttle our navy this time. Hansa, you will support our independence. I bet you're friendly towards Denmark again. You would be. Lithuania, yep. Okay, this could end up being pretty bad. But what the hey, we won last time, we can win again. This time I will not very quickly go bankrupt. I will try to do it in a bit more of an organised way. I want to get our troops back up to Stockholm to help them hide. We'll have another... I don't know, I feel I get more bang for my buck with infantry thanks to our enhanced infantry combat ability. 2 are all we really need for flanking when it comes to cavalry. So, yeah, we'll get 1 main infantry, probably a couple of mercs. Good, Hansa accept, and there's no time like the present to declare our independence. Let's pray for a good king to start us off. That is awful. Just awful. But, whatever. What else do we do? Oh, that's right. We're going to set you to collect, so we can make more money that way. I want to really maximise our dosh. And we're going to send our ships to help out with the Hansa. Yes, sirree. See, I wonder how quickly this can go pear-shaped. Now, although our king is rubbish, perhaps, even though he has 0 military, perhaps he can prove himself in the field of battle. Yeah! Fastest man in the world! This is off to a terrific start already. Let's get our extra individual on the go. And we shall prevent the Danish from attacking the Hanseatics. Now, unfortunately, Hansa didn't bring an admiral to this, so they're going to get a 2-shot advantage. Too bad. Too bad. Now, let's keep everyone in Stockholm. They're going to be tied up there for a wee while. So hopefully we completely eradicate the enemy's fleet, and we will have our full advantage of wandering around the area. Doesn't appear that Lithuania or Poland have been pulled into this, so it's going to be advantage Sweden despite our crappy king. Okay, so for some reason Denmark thinks it's best to send all their troops over to Gotland. Fine, but oh well. We're not going to have much prestige or legitimacy for a while, so let's have our new champion of the joust. How good is he? He's pretty average. We'll take him anyway. I'd sooner have him over Flash Gordon right now. I think I lost a couple of light ships there, no? Maybe I'm imagining things. Still, I reckon... No, we barely took any damage. We're fine. We are fine, nonetheless. Stick our damaged bolts over in Lubeck. Keep you folk there to prevent the enemy from marching one way or t'other. Probably best not to split you in case the Danish come and wreck our day. Gotta go fast. Need to go fast, but Flash Gordon too slow. Ah. Oh wow. Okay, well our terrible ruler luck made up for by the peasants helping out our cause. In fact, I want to get there quickly, so Flash Gordon, you're on the case. Okay, spacebar not working. Okay, peasants, too good. Well, we'll eradicate them as well. That... Spacebar seems to be acting up for us. Now, I don't really care much about the Norwegians. It's the Danish that I want to slaughter. So, I don't mind them running far. You know, our king's a bit crap. Maybe I should just send him out. Maybe he'll die. Okay, good. He's trying to go there, and for that he will die. Whereas, I also want them dead. Now, an important thing I want to do early is to completely get rid of Danish prestige so that they don't keep the Union going. Gee, I was too slow, even the Flash Gordon. That's strange. I get there on the 14th of March, they'll be ready on the 6th, so that works out in my favour as well. Everything's coming up Thrill House. These alliances will do you no good right now. Now my diplomats are being a bit lazy, so let's fabricate a claim on Kola. Hope we don't get caught, could do without the aggressive expansion. We also need to see about getting an alliance with Poland ourselves, so we'll improve those relations. Last time I tried to be a bit too chummy with Muscovy instead. I think I should be crushy with Muscovy. I would like a fairly quick end to this war, however I also want to be able to murder as many Danes as possible. So how do we best go about that? I think we go for the quick kill on their capital. You know how good my quick kills always are. 6,000 troops is plenty to deal with all this. Yeah, onwards to the capital. I think you guys can kind of meet up in Skåne. You'll get there on the 14th, right? There we go. Kind of bunch up. 1, 2. We'll remember that our mercs are just over here, just doing their part. I'm kind of torn because I do need to kill a lot of their troops, but how? Perhaps I should just keep this area completely leveled, and I'll keep a small attack stack for the rest of it. But I should have Flash Gordon for that. There is a nice mission to give me a whole bunch of tradition if I occupy the southern shore. There's also stability if I increase our prestige. What do we even get for... Ah, well. You know, I don't even think that's worth worrying about at the moment. We will occupy their capital ASAP. Oh, should have paid attention to that, shouldn't I? Still got a bunch of troops there. Still, if they're just going to Ostgotland, I'll have time to deal with it if they do march towards me. They might just go for occupation. I want to tank their prestige first and foremost, so I must deny them a battle here. Yeah, you know what? For safety's sake, keep everyone on scanning. A new legal heir with a weak claim. That's pretty not good for me. He is pretty good, but weak claims? Whatever, we'll take it. We're Swedish, I'm sure we'll get plenty of... What am I even trying to say here? You know, it won't be hard. We will take this. We'll get that mission. We'll get it done. Words failing me today. When don't they? Occupy Denmark, 99% of loot fish. Actually, what I want is Gotland. I can't... I want Gotland so I don't get the mission to take Gotland. Bloody goats. $8,000, whereas they also have 8,000, so I'd rather get a flank on them. Better to kill them off clinically? I think it's better to kill them off clinically. We'll get Flash Gordon on the case. Oh, it'll be even better if we can get there before they arrive. As in, they will add a 2 crossing penalty to it. Alright, Flash Gordon. You'll get there on the 3rd of June. That's not good enough. Seventh of June, still not quite good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as long as I don't get a river crossing penalty here, he'll add a -2 for his team. And I mean, there's no river here. Why would I get a river crossing penalty, right? Come on, Hansa, give us a hand. Give us a Hansa. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Either he stopped landing, or he... Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Okay, he didn't give them the -2 landing penalty. Thanks, game. The best rules are the inconsistent ones. Yeah, I'm starting to think I brought way too many of these guys to the party, so let's get rid of you. Tempting to assault, but no. Jake, why do you stack wipe them any time, and if I play Sweden I never do? What do I do wrong? Haha. Well, what can I say? I have no answer for that. None that won't come across as massively jerkish, at least. So, as is important, we've got his prestige fairly low, but it needs to go lower. He has 1 hostile siege on us, but I'm not terribly concerned about it. I want to stack wipe that new stack he's going to be making. Latin Knights won't be ready till the 5th of September, so we can take it easy till then. Now I need to mark Muscovy as important. We don't have the mission to take Novgorod. Novgorod is already important. Norway, important. Denmark, important. Poland, Lithuania. Hansa. No problemo. The enemy still has a fleet, but where are the Hansa? Help us out, buddy. Okay, getting some utterly undeservedly good rolls there. But it won't save us unless the Hansa do. Ah, the Hansa are on their way. No problemo. Yeah, I do not deserve these rolls. They're too good for me. They'll be ready on the 5th of September. I'll be there on the 4th. Everybody wins. Come on, buddy, I'm losing ships. Can't afford to lose ships. And there we go. Hansa join in. We kill some more Danes. I've got plenty of troops to deal with this, so my horses can help out across here. You know, I really don't want to lose any more of my ships here. Which of mine have taken damage? My galleys, huh? The galleys help the fight. Ah, easy peasy. Oh, somebody's asking why I'm playing Draken. I forgot to update that, didn't I? There we go. Flawless victory. Now, let's get our light ships protecting our trade in the Baltic Sea, because we need that income. The rest of you need to heal up. Cogs and all, so get to Schmaland. River crossing is no match for 9 shock. When he loses his capital, Denmark will drop down by another 20 or so prestige, so that will pretty much end the Kalmar Union. And as long as I take Gotland in this war, I won't get the Conquer Gotland mission, so I will be able to protect Norway. The goal is here to make ourselves a bunch of friendly vassals, whilst we're still Catholic, so we don't get that massive aggressive expansion hit, which is quite a pain. Let's combine you folks up, get that 1 regiment back to Schmaland. 1, 2, 1, 2. Easy money. Temptation to loot is high. I gotta loot. I just can't not loot. Delicious. It's pronounced Smalland, not Smaland, Jake. Okay, thank you. I will try to remember that, but I make no promises. Should I be somewhat concerned about the Norwegians? They are kind of about to occupy my lands here. I think we can speed up ever so slightly. Our claim is almost done. I really want Poland to be quite friendly towards me. Is there anything else we can do? We won't be achieving religious unity anytime, that's for sure, but we will conquer Gotland. We'll take it as part of our peace deal. We'll take pretty heavy aggressive expansion for it, because it's not a... it's not that kind of war, guys. Right, you'll be done on the 14th. You'll be ready on the... Okay, so... we can rack up more prestige for us and less prestige for Denmark if we do this. And that's always what we want, to be honest. Can I just kill those outright? We'll send Flash Gordon on to do it. As for you, you've got pretty good siege, so let's deal with their capital. Now I have big plans for this run. I only hope that they go my way. No guarantee that they will, but I do hope. Alright, I'm gonna chance it for the tick, hoping that they don't occupy this. It's only 14% chance. Yeah! Get shreked. It's important to note that it's my Latin knight who's opposite their Latin medieval infantry. So the knight takes the damage. If my infantry had taken any damage there, I would have lost tactics due to having more cavalry, more cavalry than infantry. So it is very fortunate. Okay, you're done on 29th of March. To be honest, I don't need to be the one that kills you, Denmark. Hansa will do just as good a job. Still, why settle? Why would I ever want to settle? Because I can dig into that prestige myself. Delicious! We got a conquest on Novgorod. Muscovy have got the mission to subjugate Tver, so they're not going to be hamming on Novgorod quite so quickly. Works out to my advantage massively. I want to kill this unit just as it gets created. So I will just swing back and forth here for a few days. And there we go. Wipe. It's good to be king. They make even more. They'll be ready on the 31st of July. Tons of time. Water tan? Okay. Well, he asks if I started over. I did indeed start over. My last attempt was a complete failure. Truly, everything that it is to be a scrub was that run. I did terribly. Fairly on track for getting an alliance with Poland. Not so for getting a royal marriage, unfortunately, because of distance between borders. Yeah, okay. Muscovy is deceptively friendly towards me. How can I use this? Yes, I can use this. I can use it very well. Yeah, okay. Give us military access, please. I will use Muscovy against Novgorod. They did rival them, right? Good. And it's mutual. May, June, then July. Skåne is down. Is it Skåne or just Skåne or what is it? You Scandinavians, man. Don't understand you. Also, we can get rid of you. You're just costing us money that we don't want to spend. Manpower looking good. Everything just looking good. Do you have a Diplo rep guy for hire, Jake? Good idea. It's not a guy that I like to rely on. Well, I do, but he's +3. We're actually rolling in dosh, so I would do good to invest in... We'll go for manpower. Morale does win the early game, but that's not that much. An extra 2.5 morale. I do love manpower, though. Okay, we'll go morale. Why not, if we've got the money? 31st of July, so we have a good bit of time. Now, in my peace deal, like I said, I will want Gotland and I will want my independence. They'll happily give both to me, but I'm not quite done with them yet. I need to drive their prestige into the ground, and it will be somewhere in the region of minus lots when I'm done with them. Now, if I were to simply park my units there, he would stop producing those troops. But if I march through the land, he keeps them produced. When they spawn, they get a -2 penalty, God knows why, but it's an easy wipe, they have no morale. finish off his capital, and we will be done. Now Muscovy is at war with Tver, and it's just Tver, no problems there. Sometimes Austria can get involved in that war for bizarre reasons. Now I don't actually want these provinces in this war. The cost to my aggressive expansion would be far too much. I'd quite happily give some land to the Hansa if it would make them stronger, but they're going to have to occupy it first. Not sure if they can get around to that. I would also quite like to break their cozy alliance with Poland, because it's going to get on my nerves if they keep it. And that's the only person they allied that I really care about. However, whilst I'm at it, I should break their alliance, or any possibility of an alliance that they may have with the Livonian Order. Because now that I know that they can be vassalized in one shot, I want to be able to take care of them myself. Certainly add to my influence if I have them on my side. And that's always good. We'll get our 2 siege general over here as well. I don't like the fact that I lucked into that general. It just feels a bit cheap. But I'm not about to start over that. Let's think of it as karma for getting this awful king. Jake, take the Scania region, it's rich. No, that's not a good enough reason. It's not worth the aggressive expansion. Look at that, if I took it. 73 with Denmark. 39 with Norway. Ever important Poland would be 28, whereas if I just take Gotland, I don't rustle anyone's jimmies particularly badly. Although, it does look pretty good, doesn't it? No, it'll remain my core once I flip, so I'm not interested. Poland, go for the Teutons. Is it just the Teutons? Livonians as well. That's kind of good, I can use that. I can already get what I want out of this peace deal. Is it really necessary to keep this war going? Pretty much dead in the water when it comes to prestige. Let's get Flash Gordon to take out one more of their stacks for a bit more war score. Not war score, loss of prestige for them. I don't want 100%, there's no need for that right now. It's a 3-war job to wipe out Novgorod, yeah, for one person. Those are some pretty nice buffs. Pretty damn nice buffs. Yeah, I never normally take it. Let's this is all about doing different things this run, so we'll take it. Just gets better and better, doesn't it? Alright, Hansa, if you just occupy that, I'll happily give it to you. Now, one idea would be to break your vassalization of Holstein. Keep you weak, keep you pathetic. But that would end up costing a bit too much. Well, actually, no. If Hansa take this, maybe I can help them out with that. As for this, you folks need to head over there. It wasn't Novgorod, it's Muscovy. I want you to have a little bit of a better opinion of me. Only slightly, though, and then we can get our alliance. I am, of course, just going to use you, Muscovy, but let's ignore that for a moment, shall we? Everything looking pretty good on the Polish front. They would take a marriage. No intention of turning on Poland anytime soon. Muscovy I will not ally, because I do intend to turn on... I will not marry them, because I intend on turning on them. As a Dane, Jake is causing me physical pain right now. Well, don't worry, I love Denmark a lot more than I love Sweden. I made the Danish flag with the help of my good friend Lucas and the planning of Tandy there, so yeah, don't worry, I'm not leaving you behind here. Come on, Hansa, it's not that hard. Is it? Oh, maybe it is. Okay, Novgorod declared war on Tver, whilst you are attacking Tver. But you are not using subjugation castles, you're just using conquest, aren't you? Muscovite conquest. Although if you did vassalize them, then that's going to be a whole new and interesting scenario. Right, Flash Gordon, save my land, please. This is embarrassing. Now, because he's got 5 maneuver, it reduces the weight of the stack down immensely. Hold on, that's not Flash Gordon. This is Flash Gordon. Wouldn't mind my king dying in battle much. 2 stab hit, but at least I don't have a crap king. No, wait, wait! That would mean Regency. Can't be having that. Phew, you had me worried there. What about poor Norway? I'm pretty on the fence about Norway. Have no strong feelings one way or t'other. I really should have taken that improve our prestige mission. Now, is there anything you really want? How about Finn? I'll give that to you. They have to pay the aggressive expansion and everything else for that province, but I do like the idea that we're driving up conflict between the Danes and the Hanseatic. So they relinquish Holstein. Is that really a good idea though? Holstein is part of the HRA. That's 50 dip points that I'd rather not spend. That seems a bit better. Although I might give them Schleswig as well. How much of a kick to the face would that be? That'd be a pretty sizable kick to the face. Take Schleswig, my friend. I'm probably butchering the name, but who's keeping score anyway? Man, you guys suck. Holy smokes, come on. Can you give the Holstein vassal to Hansa? There is no good reason for me to do that. I actually want Denmark to integrate Holstein to get them out of the Holy Roman Empire. Oh my goodness. Truly, these people are worse than France. Jake, speed up. No. No. Never. This is painful to watch. Come on, guys. Now, do you want a royal marriage? But I don't really want to marry you, so no thanks. It's a good thing that doesn't give a relations hit, turning it down. Okay, 6 days left. I bet my hat that he's going to make it. And that's good. 2 for Hansa, 1 for me. Denmark is weakened. Holstein remains a vassal, so we can integrate them no problem. And it should be done fairly quickly. Any money worth taking? Bit of inflation. Well, we're going to get plenty of that soon enough. Yeah. Just to make sure we are becoming independent, right? No problem. Control Estonia, no thanks. Recover negative stability, that would be nice, but no thanks again. Novgorod is our rival. Denmark is our rival. Livonian Order, definitely another rival. So with a bit of luck, Christopher will die young, Norway will become independent, and we can take the mission to vassalize Norway. Hopefully it doesn't have a bigger priority than controlling Estonia, but just in case, I'll take the mission to control Estonia, and I'll cancel it. In a year I'll be able to get new missions. Hopefully in that year Christoph doesn't die, but so what. Now, Novgorod. I can fight you. Muscovy will get involved. Muscovy can do the fighting for me, whilst I do more nefarious things. Now, you've already finished with them and you have the mission to subjugate Novgorod, so it works more in my favour if I'm the one that pulls the trigger, so everything gets dealt with on my terms. Still, I want greased lightning on my side here. Now, I'll be able to tell if Muscovy's ready to go to war because they will march to the border. Jake, retrieve your ships. Thanks for the heads up. With that in mind, I should have them in position to destroy the enemy fleet. Alliance offer from Poland. How did you know? Just don't call me into your crappy wars. Now, what do I want out of you? By you, I mean Novgorod here. I would quite like Neva and Ingermanland, but... No, I kind of know what I'm doing here. Right, he's moving into position. We have to be the one to declare war here, so we do. We make sure that you are called in this time, because that is something that went horribly wrong the last time. Now we need Greased Lightning himself to make his way to Archangels, whereas we have one single unit making its way to Kola. There's one very important thing that needs to be done in this war, and we will make sure it gets done. We also dispatch 2 individuals down to Nyland. Come on, Greased Lightning, it's all on your shoulders here. Will you be releasing Finland on this run? Absolutely. That is a necessity. Perhaps you should stay home for now. Power play in the Kuria, no problem. It's good to see that all of Novgorod's troops are predisposed. Dealing with Pskov. Now we're taking some pretty horrible attrition, but believe me, it is worthwhile. It is at moments like this we need to remember one very important fact, and that is that Muscovy will only take expansion ideas if they have a port, so we need to deny Muscovy a port whilst appearing to be their friend here. Sweden gets national epic. Not worth it. Got plenty of prestige as it is, of course we do, we are Swedish. Jake, what is the goal of this run? I'm not revealing the goal just yet. Some people already know, but some people be some people. Eastern Nights, 3rd of April. Plenty of time for that. You go deal with Archangels. Alright, you've done everything you need to do. You folks... Tells me about the Earth Rampant, but I need to know about the troops. No, the hitbox is too big. And the winter attrition is too damning, so let's get you back to Vilborg. No, our troops are getting wrecked here because he has heavies. Let's ignore that battle ever happened. Now you're out of there on the 12th of March, I get there on the 13th. He's coming back for me. So I'm going to change his mind and have Novgorod pick up the piece, have Muscovy pick up the pieces. Hopefully they don't come for me. So what I've done is I've laid siege to every coastal province, so when it comes to the peace talks, Muscovy can take whatever he wants. He'll be getting the majority of the war score anyway. I'll let him occupy everything else, and then I'll pick up the pieces. I'm not sure what I will take, but I'll figure it out. Oh no, you don't. No, you definitely don't. You're gonna go to Novgorod and dissuade him from going to Ingermanland, but I will send you there just in case you don't play ball. Yeah, such as I thought. So, what now, my friend? What now? Okay, that doesn't fill me with joy, not one bit. We'll get Greased Lightning off of there. In fact, we'll have no leaders working there. Someone says make sure he doesn't siege Finnish cores either. I'm not too worried about the Finnish core situation. Right, what I should be doing is getting something to help me going. Relations with Muscovy would be one thing, but considering what I'll be doing to Novgorod, I should have Livonian Order. And yeah, let's keep Muscovy sweet. So, ideal situation for me is that Muscovy takes just about everything. And they separate peace. That would be another great thing. No guarantee that they will, but it would be good for me. You stay out of my land, you scum. Let me remind you how much of a scumbag you are. Ooh, okay, that's unpleasant. But we dealt. Jake, can't you diplo-vassalize LO? No, not by a long shot. Our, war exhaustion hurting a bit, we'll pay it down, because dip points are pathetic numbers right now. And we have little to worry about. So Muscovy, they will most likely integrate Perm, but they will not get expansion ideas, at least not as their first one. Okay, that's not good. Don't even think about it. Muscovy's doing a downright awful job at their carpeting here. Perhaps I should help out with attacking. Don't want to ruin my manpower, but... well, why not? Russian winter. It's a myth. All nets on the 20th. We'll just hang out in Lobdoa. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Just as well we did that because he was going on the move to kill our troops. He's got a 2-2-0, we've got a 3-3-0, but probably a river crossing penalty, so it all evens out. Yep, all evens out. Whew. Good, I did loot that. Oh, great. A great chance to get some legitimacy and make Denmark hate us. Funny the way things come together. DDR Jake, can you become the HRE as Ulm without becoming Germany and stay a republic? And jeez. Are you trying to make me feel ill? Because you're succeeding. Okay, why did I go to Novgorod? Well, whatever, my 2 siege will help them out here. I do want them to take the capital pretty quickly. I want Muscovy to make separate peace. There's a good chance they won't, but that's not too big of a deal. In fact, I might end up making peace on their behalf. In fact, it would be really funny if I could force Muscovy to release their vassals and such, but I don't think that's possible anymore. I'm not sure if it ever was, actually. Oh, this is stupid. This is drinking my manpower. Everyone that's somebody, get out of there. Nice of our home provinces not to be revolting despite our situation. Jake, what do you think about divine ideas? They're strong. I like them. I like theocracies in general. Good, he took it. Something else I would quite like is Neva, so bunch you guys up, get you there with the 2 siege, and get on Neva. You just get out. Also, could you please not attack me? Oh, he's gunning for it. That's a wipe on my behalf, and I can't have Muscovy take those sieges. Gets there on the 20th, the 14th, the 2nd. That doesn't look good for me. That looks really bad for me. That's really bad for me. Alright, Greased Lightning, you're up. Really, really bad. Well, I won't give them the satisfaction. It's a good thing these peace deals are made on my terms. Rest in pieces, manpower. Still, I need Muscovy to occupy something. Well, more than the capital. Oh, really? We arrive that much faster than them? That's okay, I don't mind taking the brunt as long as we keep the siege. Yeah, we got it. And let's never speak of this again. Jake, if Muscovy sieges Klexholm, can you give it to them and have them sell it to you since they cannot core it? Yes, yes I can. Sometimes. That sometimes works, and I don't know why it works sometimes and doesn't work other times. I had a brilliant plan in one of my earlier games where I would give France loads of non-cores and have them sell it back to me, but it wasn't consistent, and I couldn't figure out why. What are you planning? Oh, another one bites the dust. Excellent, Lithuania fell under the Commonwealth. Lootkel92 says, wow, first time catching a Jake stream. Well, glad to have you with us. I hear that quite a bit. It's not like my streams are some kind of rarity. I do try to announce them as far ahead of time as possible, but that's not always possible. A question that comes up quite often is how long am I going to be streaming for? At least 3 hours, probably longer. I mean, what time's it now? 19:30. Back's at time. Very grateful to my land for not revolting. It's a shame about the blockades there. Let's keep that war exhaustion down. I don't need dip tech for anything important right about now. Come on, Muscovy, you're better than this. Right, Livonian Order came out of that fairly unscathed. Is it worth taking Kola? It's a shame that I can't just release Finland with these. If I release Finland, they get a whole lot of land. The flip side is I could convert these cultures, but that would work against me when I release Finland later on. Where do you announce the streams? It's on the title of my thing. For example, today I was saying I would start streaming at 1500 BST, and I did. I streamed Draken, and it was terrible, and anyone that watched it should probably feel pretty bad about themselves, but I still streamed it. Also, I have never seen Muscovy do so bad at sieging here. I'm trying to help you, man. Actually, if they peace out of this war without loads of land, it's going to be real bad for me. Especially since I'm very close to call for peace. I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. Jake, take Riga and sell it to Livonian Order. You make an excellent point. An excellent point. However, simply taking Riga isn't so simple. It's hard to get a casus belli on them. Or is it? Covert. Justify trade conflict. No, they need to have the 20% of power. Whereas they do not. Just take Riga. Well, I could take Osel off of Livonia as I vassalize them, and then forge a claim on Riga, take Riga, and sell it to Livonia. That would be pretty sweet. But that would require a border with Livonia. Hey, I can make this work. I just take Neva, Ingerman land, forge a claim on Osel. What am I even pussyfooting around here for? Give me Osel. Or am I about to be told that it's not Osel, it's Assel or Essel? I didn't mean to sound that spiteful. Control Holland. Okay. Get right on it, buddy. Why are you so awful at sieging Muscovy? Do you need a bit of help? You feeling under the weather? It's pronounced asshole. Oh. Every day I'm giggling. Okay, good. They've finally settled on a bit of sieging. I think we can stop having such ridiculously good relations with you, Muscovy. The Polish are still firmly on our side. And I can start figuring out how to take you to pieces. Now, I want these two provinces, and I want to give Muscovy 1, 2, 3, 4, as many of these provinces as I can. Whilst I size it up, nobody really cares about me taking this land off Novgorod. I improved my relations with Livonian Order, so even if they get massively pissed off, they will join the coalition. That isn't what I call a large revolt, but each to their own. Also, where's Greased Lightning? You really should not be sitting in that horrible land. Jake Riga is Elo's allies and get a Cassis. Oh, thanks for the heads up. Don't even need to bother about that then. They're in the coalition against Poland. No problemo. I really love that picture of the coastline. Yes, indeed. Okay, so annex Riga, take Livonia. The Teutonics are not going to like that. We should really improve relations with them. Okay, I don't really want you to peace out separately in Muscovy, but I would like you to take a bit more land, please. You still don't have your first idea, but that's unsurprising. Your starting ruler is a bit garbage. Trust me, I know the feeling. No, don't use my troops for that, you piece of crap. My army. Looking sweet, but I'd rather give you a little bit more land than that. I need to get Novgorod fairly down in dumps. Torzhok Kolm would do just nicely. In fact, it would be great if you could take both of these, because then you've only got medium more enthusiasm. I need you to siege us up incredibly quickly, if you could be so kind. Ah, that's a shame. But on the other hand, they took everything I needed them to take, bar these two, which means I can just take these two, and everybody wins. I wanted Novgorod separate so I could fabricate a claim on it to further lower the cost to annex them, but okay. Now it doesn't matter if Muscovy take more land in a different piece, because they're surely going to get their first national idea before that truce is up in 61, 10 years of truce. I do this, I get less than 10 year of truce, so I can be the one to pull the trigger whenever I want. I'm going to force my religion on you, I'm not that horrible. This land, however, it's orthodox. I'm going to give it to the Livonian Order. Hopefully they will come to accept Finnish as a culture. Let me think, that'll be 4 base tax on top of 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Would that make it okay? That would be 4 out of 20, so that would just be enough. So I will core them and sell them to the Livonian Order so I don't have to deal with them. And then I will give them Riga. So I'm going to have to hold on to quite a bit of land. I want core Riga because they'll surely take it themselves. I can get that as an accepted culture and they will convert it from Orthodox. They will do it nicely because they are monastic. Everybody wins. Is that really all I want? Could release Finland. No, no need to release Finland. No need to bankrupt you either, but I will take your money, because why not? Whoa, what? They desire our provinces. Okay, well, yeah. 2 provinces, 200. Well, that's what we expected, but I'm not worried about you, Muscovy. It's Poland that I need to love me, and they love me. Still minus 200. Oh well. That's pretty intense. Our stability is kind of hurting as well. I should have raised it before taking this land, but we will nonetheless still raise it. If we remember well, I suffered pretty heavily last time I fought the Livonian Order. The reason for that was because I am a scrub, and also because I just didn't bring enough troops. But this time will be different. They're only allied with Riga. All I have to do is beat them to the punch. I wish I'd married Novgorod, Muscovy now. I hope they don't fight me for that land. If they do, their funeral. Oh, Poland don't want to join in because they have a truce, of course. And that truce is probably... oh, it's very long. Well, there is always an alternative to these situations. Merc up. Perhaps, maybe not merking up in this horrible land. It's a bit over the force limit, is it not? Go for the quick kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of that, will give me 14,000. I smash and I smash. And then I divide up. I can loot as well. No problem. Get it done in one shot. I also pray that we don't get revolts up the bum here. In before Livonian 6 shock. Recover Finland. Wow, that's good. What do I need? I need Muscovy not to own Klexholm. I bet you could chain that mission. So in the end we're looking at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 provinces I'll have to siege up. Well, I only got 14,000 troops, only 5 of them could be really sieged at any one go, but still, we'll do it. Because we fear nothing but fear itself. Distant war for Hansa. What is distance? Okay, just as planned, Holstein got integrated by Denmark. It's part of the HRE, so let's just hope Holstein don't pop back on the map. The idea is that I'll be able to get these cores back off of Denmark and then vassalize what's left of them. I know whatever this province is, it's pretty high base tax, so it could be tricky. Alright. I'd rather instantly sink the Regan fleet. Let there be light, let there be life. Going a bit too fast here for me.